Hi, Pam.
Hi, Lisa.
How are you?
All right, just rushed back from pickleball.
Pickleball, awesome. Well, this will feel good. I ran into Rod the other day.
That's what he said. Yeah, that was nice.
He always tries to scare me. He always tries to sneak up on me.
Oh,
It was good to see him.
yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Jenny's coming, but I don't see her.
Kathy's coming back from Yosemite today.
Oh, great. Oh, I bet it was beautiful down there.
Yeah, I saw a picture and it looked beautiful.
Yeah, I was there last April. I love the spring, the water,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
The flowers.
Yeah, the flowers, the wildlife.
Yeah.
I love Yosemite.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Good. All right. Any special requests today? Anybody?
All of it.
All of it. Okay, so we'll start. Steve, this one's a little gentler than what I do with you guys. You know that, right? All right, we're gonna start just sitting. If anyone wants a block, I have some. Would you like a block?
I think I will.
Yeah, here, I have one. You can take, I have it here. Nice to have something to sit up on. All right, so we're gonna just sit up on a block to start. You can let your hands rest anywhere that you like. There she is. Hands can be down or up in your lap. Eyes can be open or closed. The crown of your head straight up towards the ceiling. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Start to tune into your breath. The easy rise and fall of the chest and belly as you breathe. Movement that's happening all day long, but often we're not tuned in or not noticing. So when you bring your attention to your breath, often it'll shift or deepen or just develop a new awareness around breathing. Relax the muscles in your forehead, edges of your eyes, your cheek, your jaw, sides of your neck, tops of your shoulders. Soften your belly right here. And if you feel just staying and breathing in this simple pose, you can stay here. Otherwise, we're going to start some gentle neck movement. So you'll bring your chin down towards your chest. You always have choice on how you move here. And you can take the chin side to side, like you're scraping your chin along the front of the chest. Looking into the muscles at the back of the neck. Keep sitting up nice and tall. Bring it to center. Keep the chin at the chest, but draw the jawbone slightly back. And stay. And then you'll slowly take your left ear over towards your left shoulder. And keep drawing the jawbone gently back. And remember, if it doesn't feel good to move the neck this way, you don't have to. If you'd like a little bit more, you can take the right fingertips and reach them out diagonally towards the floor. They may or may not touch. Creating a little bit more length. And the last option here, if you want, is you take your left hand and you bring it to the right. So bring it across the body. Left hand goes to the right shoulder or trap. So up high and you press down. So instead of the shoulder, press more into this muscle. Yes. And you can use your fingers to press it down as you move the head away from it. Good. So you're tacking the muscle down as the head moves gently away. Good, and then you'll just release that and you can take your time. You can bring the head up or chin towards the chest. You can wiggle the shoulders, whatever you need to do, and then we'll go to the other side. Take your time. If you've got sticky, difficult neck like I do, I go real slow. As you go to the other side, you can add small movement. You can reach the right hand across to tack that shoulder down if you like, or reach the left arm away, or do a combination of both. So giving yourself like a little massage, or just holding. Couple more breaths. It can even be the same hand as the shoulder that the head is moving away from. If the right hand doesn't go across, you can use the same. And then gently release all of that. And then one more time, bring the chin back towards the chest and draw the jawbone back. And feel into the back of the neck. Good, and then gently lift the head, stack it on top of the spine. And before we open the eyes, take the nose in a figure 8 lying on its side. So just simple, easy, kind of releasing movement. And if you want to try to figure out going the other direction, you can. Good, bring it back to center, pause, lift the crown of the head a little higher. And then gently begin to open the eyes. And we'll come on to hands and knees for some warming up of the body. So tabletop, if you need to pad the knees, do so, don't have to suffer. And spread the fingers like a star on the floor. And then imagine that the thumbs have a line drawn across to them. And then there's a triangular point up above. And bring your eyes to the top of where that triangle would be. And then we'll move through a few rounds of cow and cat. Just drop the belly, tilt the tailbone up. You can lift the chest, eyes can go to the ceiling, and then go the opposite. Tuck the tail and arch the spine. Go the other way, cow and cat. Good, again, cow. Good, and cat. One more time, cow. Okay, to lean in a little bit to the hands, and then cat, maybe lean back just a little bit, lighten the wrists. And then come back to tabletop, eyes to that triangle, the point. And then check in with your feet. Maybe actually look back for a moment and press the tops of the feet down, tops of the shins down. So you're in like an 11 with the legs. And then eyes back to the point of the triangle. Just hold. We're just creating some stability and strength. Squeeze the forearms in. Good. Pull the front of the ribs up. A little bit soft between the shoulder blades. Lift the jawbone towards the neck. Just hold. With plank, try to spin the inner elbows more forward. Eyes of the elbows more forward. And squeeze the triceps. Good for 3. Inner elbows forward. Squeeze the thumb tips towards each other like you can wrinkle them at 2. One more. And 1. Good. And then we'll bring the big toes to touch. You can walk the knees apart. Sit back in child's pose. And the arms can come forward and maybe palms turn up. Take the pressure off the wrists, or arms can be underneath you. And just slow, deep breaths right here. And then rise back up to tabletop, flip the palms over. We'll tuck the toes under and lift up to downward facing dog. And remember, child's pose is there anytime you want or need. And maybe in this first downward dog, you add a little pedal or movement. Yeah, there's a squeaky board. There's a couple squeaky boards around. It's okay if you find them. Just slow, deep breathing, feeling into your hands, your arms, your legs. Good, and then from here, you'll walk your feet halfway up the mat. Walk to the middle of the mat and then bring your weight into your feet. Ragdoll, holding your elbows, drop your head. Soft bend in the knees, eyes open. And check in with your feet. Often this is where, we start to create a disconnect is from the feet. So spread the toes, get grounded and rooted into what's on the ground. And then softly release the hands. You'll bring your hands up to your hips, press both feet down firmly and rise up to stand. Good, and then arms down, take a couple big shoulder rolls, shoulders up, back and down. Good. And then you'll just stretch the fingers towards the earth, standing tall in the body. Lift the crown of the head high, press the feet down. And then if you want, it's kind of a different experience to bring the feet together. So maybe see if you can bring the feet together. It challenges the balance a little bit and it engages the lower body more. So if you can, feet together and then squeeze the legs together. And you'll feel the pelvic floor, feel the core, stretch the fingers down, crown up. You feel that a little differently? Yeah, and so try to squeeze the ankles together, squeeze the thighs towards one another. Good, if it's too much, you can keep the feet wider apart. Nice job. And then on your inhale, we'll reach up overhead, big breath in. And exhale, bow forward, bend the knees, forward fold. See what it's like with the feet together. Halfway lift, hands to shins or fingers to the floor. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, rise up using the strength of your legs. Good, and then reach up, breathe in, and hands to the heart. We'll do that again. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. If balance is tricky, feet can be wider. Exhale, forward fold. Try to squeeze the thighs together. Hands to hips. Inhale, rise up. Stretch the arms up overhead if you like. Hands to the heart. Exhale, pause. One more time. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Nice, Jenny. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to hips, rise up. You can, arms rise up overhead, big whole body stretch, and then hands to the heart. Good, now bend your knees so the weight goes back into the heels. Try squeezing knees and ankles together. We're working strength in the lower body. And then arms can go parallel to the floor. It's a nice way to work, or arms can go up overhead, biceps by the ears, strengthening the shoulders. Good, or arms can be anywhere else. Nice job. Wiggle the toes, toes wiggleable. Good, Julia, squeeze the knees together. Squeeze the ankles together. Good, Tom. Sit a little deeper and then stand up. Good, bring your hands down to the heart and arms down by your side. Good job. And then we'll turn to face that wall and step your feet about one leg length apart. Nice wide stance. You can turn your body face out if you stay on the other mat. Yeah. So feet nice and wide. Like one whole leg up length of yours can fit between the feet. Great. And then turn the right toes to the right. We'll continue with some lower body strengthening. Keep the hands on the hips. And we'll bend and straighten the right leg a couple times. Just go in and out. Good, Pam. Into warrior two and out. And you'll decide if you need to go a little wider. Good. Good, Vivian. I would go a little bit wider with your stance. Just like take that left foot back a bit. Okay, next time you come in or down, stay there and then see if the arms can float up parallel to the floor. So arms parallel to the floor. Right knee stacked right above the right ankle. Pelvis neutral. So if your pelvis was a bowl of water, nothing spills. Hold this for 3. Press deep into the back foot a little bit more. 4 corners of the foot. 2. Good job. 1. Straighten the leg, relax the arms. Turn the right toes in, left toes out. Hands to the hips. You'll bend and straighten the left leg a couple times. So we're trying to keep the leg on a track with the toes. So the knee is not collapsing in or out. Good, Tom, just being real deliberate. And the next time you bend, you'll hold it, and then arms can float up or stay on the hips. And try to integrate from the skin into the bones of your body. Breathe and feel and notice. Total body integration here from the feet, pull up into the core. The core, extend out through the arms and the eyes. Great job. Straighten the leg, relax the arms. Turn the left toes in, right toes out. This time it's side angle warrior. So bend the right knee and tip to the right. Right forearm to thigh, left arm to the sky. Yeah, really breathing, discovering and feeling, noticing. Good, Julia. Little nudge of the right knee to the right. And then inhale, rise up and switch sides. So feet parallel, left toes turn left. Left knee bends, forearm to thigh, or hand can go lower to the floor. Right arm up and you're gently nudging left knee to the left. Not forcing or pushing, right? The concept is nudging, encouraging, discovering, allowing, right? There's no force. Well, there is a force, but it's your soul force. Force of breath moving through your body. Good, let the right arm now pull you to stand. Turn your feet to parallel, hands on hips, lift up into your heart space and bow forward. That wide leg forward folds. And then this could be movement. You can bend one knee at a time, or hips can move side to side, or stillness. Let's see what you feel here. Good job. Come back to center, pause, feet to parallel or slightly pigeon toed. Heels a little wider than the balls of the feet. Walk the hands back between the feet. Pause there for a moment. And we're going to take a twist here. So now you'll lift up to a flat back. Place the left hand right underneath the heart space. And then the right hand can either come to the sacrum as you twist right, or right arm can open up towards the ceiling if your shoulders allow. Try to keep the pelvis neutral. That's the challenge. And the spine long and the gaze steady and the head in a really good alignment with the spine. And then we'll switch sides. Set the right hand down. Left hand can come to sacrum as you twist or to the sky. Try to lengthen from tail to crown. Good, nice. Pull the shoulder head straight back. Breathe. Feel into your core. Good. Roll the right lung under more, Julia, like twist. Twist your heart to the parking lot. Twist, like open towards where your car is. Good. And then both hands down. Pause here. Get really rounded through the feet. Hands come to the hips. Come on up to stand. And then you'll turn the right toes forward. Step back up to the front of your mat. A few steps are fine.
It's not as easy as it sounds.
It's not as easy as it sounds. Good, and then standing in mountain pose. Shoulders back, onto the sky, good. So we're gonna come to a wall today. We're gonna do a little bit of hip work at a wall. So you're gonna hold on to something with your left hand. So here you'll catch a bar. Yes, you'll turn your left side to the wall or the bar, holding on, or a chair. Left side can touch the wall or a chair or a bed or a bar. And then the right leg will come over here in the middle of the room somewhere. So the right leg is going to some circles like this big circles. So keeping the left hand at the bar, exactly, right leg is gonna do big hip circles, and you can go all the way back and forward. And then I'm gonna challenge you to keep the body as still as possible. So the range is really being explored in the hip. Good. And then go the other direction, if you can, or just move in ways that are interesting. The internal, external, you can kind of play with it. Great, and then bring the foot down next to the left and pause. And then we'll turn to the other side. So right hand to the bar, wall, chair, support. Right leg is rooted, you're nice and tall, and then the left leg can start exploring, and you can go back. You're trying to stay upright. You can go in and out. It doesn't have to be kind of linear or one way. Go the other direction. So another thing I want you to really notice is the right side of the body is your stability. It's stable, it's grounded, it's actually doing a lot of the work. You're all ballet dancers right now. Good job. And then step the left foot next to the right, standing in mountain pose. And then you'll turn to the other side again. So left side will hold the wall or the bar, and standing leg raise. So the right knee will come up and you'll catch it in the right hand. This time you get to hold the shin or the foot. You can extend the leg. Now stand up tall in your body. Root through that left leg. Good. And then open the right leg out to the right. So it's a little more static, but the same idea. Yep. You know, mobility and movability comes in. Okay, you can lighten your grip with your left hand so you're barely holding. Okay, bring the right leg back to center now, and then we're going to move it behind us into airplane. So take it behind you. You can keep holding the bar with the left hand, or arms can come by your sides. And breathe or hold the wall. You can use that support. Straighten the right leg. Good, breathe. Nice. And then come back up to stand and mountain pose. And you might notice the left side, right? It's a lot about the left side. And then flip to the other side. You can hold on with the right hand, the wall, chair, bar. And then the left knee is going to come up and you catch it in the left hand. And then stature in the spine, right? This is a lot of hip strength, hip flexor strength, and core strength, stability. And then go ahead and open it out to the left. You can hold or lightly hold with the right hand. More grounded through the right side of the body. A little more stability, shoulders back, abdominals firm, face relaxed, breathing. Good job. Bring it to center. And then airplane, so you'll take the leg behind you and you can continue to use that wall as support. I really want you to find the strength on the right leg, the rooting through the right foot as the left leg goes back and a little higher. Do it to work that glute. There it is. You feel it?
No, yeah.
Nice, Jenny. Nice, mom. And then come back to stand in mountain pose, arms down. Okay, good. So one more, and this one you can use the bar, or actually we'll have two more. So let's turn the left side to the bar again. So this one will be a quad stretch or dancer, but your left side will be at the bar or the wall. So you'll, yeah, if you need a strap, use it. So you'll catch the right foot in your right hand. Right foot, right hand, and then start by drawing the knees towards each other, stand straight and tall. Good, lengthening the tailbone. And then if you'd like, you start to slide the thigh back, kicking the foot into the hand, and then the left arm will slide forward, or if you're at the wall, you can be close enough that the left shoulder and hand touch. If you're at a wall, not the bar.
Oh, okay.
for those at home. Yes, good. Slide the right thigh back a little farther if possible. If possible, lengthen the tailbone down. Yes, Vivian, good. Breathing. And then return to mountain pose and pause there. Maybe feet together. Zip up those inner thighs, lengthen the tailbone, lift the crown. Good, and then we'll switch to the other side. So if you're going into this back bend, so when you take dancer, it's a back bend, and you're feeling it only at the low back, I want you to use the concept of tailbone down, even as you go into the back bend. So often, like what that means is if you go here and this goes like that, this gets really hinged, you want to think tailbone down.
Oh, okay,
So then you'll get less pain here,
yeah.
more opening here.
So are you pulling the rib then?
So yeah, the
Can you do
ribs,
that?
but even more than that, I want you to think of, I mean, the ribs, yeah, that's also the same thing. It does the same thing, but tailbone down gets this, focusing on that. All right, so let's try the left side and start by catching the foot and stand tall in your body, tailbone down, like your pelvis is a bowl of water. Good, you should feel the quad a little more just doing that, yes? And then front ribs in a bit. Breathe though. And then kick the foot into the hand, slide the thigh back, moving into your expression. Is that better, Tom? Good. So often we use the mobility in the low back instead of getting the flexibility in the hip. Good, breathing, breathing, heart open, steady gaze. Kick, 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 kick. So there's a kicking action. Kick the foot into the hand. Yes, and then rise up. Feet together. Standing in mountain pose. So zip up that whole center line. So get the strength in the core. Shoulders back, really good. Last balance here. So you'll turn the left side to the bar, the wall for tree. You'll bring your right foot up to the left leg. It can be low or high. And you can hold on. And I want you to really feel the strength on the left side of the body, the connection of the foot, the center line, and the arms of your choice. If you want to take the hand away from the bar, you're feeling the IT band.
It's nice and tight.
Yeah.
Good. I'm impressing myself.
Love it. It's good. Good, gaze steady, shoulders back, crown a little higher. Good job. And then releasing 2 feet to the floor and try to bring the feet together again. Zip up. So big toes touch, maybe heels an inch apart. Zip, 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 zip it all up. And then we'll turn to the other side. And last balance, left foot to right leg. Find that center line. Find the strength that runs from the sole of the foot through the center line of your body, shoulders back, crown up, steady gaze, steady breath. Right? The whole body is integrated. It's the whole. I always come from like the whole is the goal. Body, mind, breath. Draw the jawbone back, maybe eyes towards the horizon. Lift up a little bit. Good, and then returning to mountain pose. And just pause before we go back to the mat. Just feet together, zip up into that center, shoulders back, crown of the head higher. Good work. And then relax all that. And we'll come back up to the front of your mat. And we're gonna just flow a little bit. Get the blood flowing. Move through some sun salutation. So are you ready? Okay, inhale. Go ahead and reach up high. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Nice and easy. Think easy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale back to high plank or tabletop. You can come to hands and knees. And then either lower to the belly or move through cow and cat is fine too. Yeah, you can be on the forearms if you need, in cobra or upward facing dog. Nice. And then downward facing dog or child's pose. Good. Just take your time. There's no hurry. Everyone moves at a different pace. And child's pose or downward dog. And then walk your feet up towards the middle of your mat maybe, or front, halfway lift, lengthen. Forward fold, you bow into that space. Inhale, rise up, extended mountain, let it feel easy. Hands to the heart, so flow. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank or tabletop. Inhale, exhale, lower. It could be low plank or cow and cat. And then upward dog or move through cow and cat. And then downward facing dog. And you can totally do this on your forearms too if the wrists are having challenge today. And this could be puppy pose on the knees. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. And then walk your feet up towards your hands. It can be halfway up the mat is fine. Halfway lift. Forward fold, drop everything, let it go. Inhale, rise to the top, extended mountain, easy. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more time, really finding flow. Inhale, reach up and forgiveness. Exhale, fold. Listening to your body, the whispers, halfway lift. Step back, high plank or tabletop and lower or move through cow and cat. Cobra or upward dog or moving the spine in different directions. Downward dog or puppy pose. You can have the forearms down or child's pose. Good, and then come into child's pose. Let's all bring the knees down. Big toes touch, hips to heels, arms of your choice. Good, and then coming up to tabletop. And you'll make that imaginary triangle between the thumbs, gaze at the top point, strong through the arms, inner elbows face forward. And then take the right leg back behind you. Hips stay square. So we'll get back into some stability. So this is left side of the body stability. Knuckles are great. Good. Breathing. Roll the right hip down, pull the belly in. Good, and then curl the knee to the nose and set the right foot up by the right hand, or actually where the right hand was. So bring the right foot to where the right hand was. Great, bring your hands up to the right thigh. And then lengthen the tailbone down, pull the pit of the belly in. If you want, arms can come up. And then you'll turn the left palm to face left and circle the wrist with the right hand and give a little lean. So lean to the Christine, right? Yeah, lean that way. Good. Okay, you're right. Go that way. Lean that way to open up the left side of the body. I know I'm opposite. Good. Yep. Now notice if the right knee is moving and you want to really get it rooted. Okay, come back up to center, and then you're going to take a twist. So bring your hands to your heart for a moment. And then twist to the right, and you can bring the left hand to the outer right leg. So you can stay upright and reach the right arm back, or you can come forward as Vivian is, left elbow to right leg as you take the twist. So more upright is a possibility, or leaning forward. Yeah, good. And if you're leaning forward and you want more, you tuck the left toes under and lift the left leg up. Got it, Jenny. Good. Stay for 3, 2. Nice, Mom. And then set the back knee down. You'll come back to tabletop. Hands down, right knee back next to the left. You need some cow and cat or little release, you can move. Or find stability right here. Get rooted and grounded through the arms, inner elbows forward, squeeze the thumb tips towards each other. And then stretch the left leg behind you. And you really want to try to straighten the leg and reach out through the sole of the foot and use the strength, lots of internal strength. Both arms straight if possible. Good. Nice, and then curl knee into the nose and set the left foot where the left hand is. So you can reach back and help it. And then bring your hands up to the left leg. So pelvis neutral, tail down, that opens the right thigh a little. Both arms up if that's comfortable. Right palm right, face that way. Circle the wrist and lean to the left, opening the right side, the back leg. Yeah, that way. Good. And then see if, right, you can pull the front ribs in, lengthen the tailbone more. So almost even like you squeeze the right glute. Stability through that left leg. So don't let the toes lift, no wobble, right? Really rooting down, even though we're not standing fully on it. Take one more breath, opening that right side. Good, come back to center, arms up, hands to the heart. And then a twist. So you can either stay upright, twisting, hands at heart, or right hand to left leg, left arm behind you, upright, or forward leaning. Elbow to thigh. Come forward. Palms in prayer right there. Maybe tuck the back toes under, lift that back leg up strongly towards the ceiling and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Come back to tabletop. Hands down, left foot next to the right, and move. Little cow and cat or circles. All right, we got one more from here. So one more for the hips and hamstrings. So back to center, stability, hug the forearms in, stretch the right leg back behind you. This is great core work right here.
I can feel it from
Good.
yesterday.
Good, good. Yeah, those Sphinx roll up things. Good, hold for a couple breaths. Eyes at that triangular point, pull the jawbone up towards the neck. And then knee to nose, set the right foot up where the right hand is. And then tuck the left toes under. Lift the left thigh up off the ground. And maybe slide the foot back. Yeah, good. And then you have an option, you can straighten the right leg, stepping the left foot in a little for pyramid, or set the back knee down and pull the hips back for half splits. So you choose. They're both hamstring openers. And then we got into it differently. Good, nice, good, Tom. Choose where you want to be, what feels best in your body today. Okay, good. You'll bring yourself back down to tabletop. If you want to move through a full vinyasa, high plank to low, upward dog to downward dog, you can, or move through a few rounds of cow and cat, any movement that you want. And we'll come back to tabletop for last round here. Inner eyes of the elbows forward, so strong through the arms. And then left leg comes back behind you. Nothing else changes. Try to be really intentional and nothing else changes. Inner elbows forward. Squeeze the triceps. Yes, yes, yes. Pull the pit of the belly in without holding the breath. And then knee to nose. Set the foot down. Tuck the right toes under. Lift into a long lunge here. And pull the left hip crease back. And then either straighten the left leg, maybe by stepping the right foot in a little. You don't have to, you can keep it long, or half splits, back knee down, pull the hips back, left toes up, using blocks to help. Good, Pam. Oh, those wonderful hamstrings. Support you from the back, enable you to power and walk up hills and stairs. Just a couple more breaths here, feeling into your legs. Good, and then bend the knee, you'll come back down either through vinyasa, final vinyasa, or tabletop cow cat, a little movement. It can even be forearms, cow and cat, any movement that feels good. You can press back to child's pose or downward facing dog. This will be our final one. Well, there's always opportunities for more downward dog, you know. Maybe our final one, and I have to rethink that. Okay, that promise. Okay, we're gonna make our way onto our back now. So if you're in down dog, you'll walk your feet forward. If you're on your knees, you'll just come up and then swing the legs around. And we'll come down for some bridge pose. So if you know you want to use the block for bridge, blocks can be helpful. They can go between the legs to inner thigh activation. They can also go under the hips if you're feeling really tired today and just want the pose without the work. Put the block under the hips. It can feel really good and more restorative. Okay, so whenever you're ready, you can come up into bridge, either block between the legs or under the hips, or no block is fine too. You don't have to use a block. Tom, do you want one?
I got one under the
Oh, you got
head.
one under the head. Perfect. Under the head, another option. I'm turning the lights off. Vivian, you could press down into the balls of the feet a little bit and hanging in the heels. Good. Yeah. Just another couple breaths here, just noticing and tuning in to your body. And then release down slowly and you'll pause at the floor. Don't worry, we have one more. So you just have an opportunity right here just to rest. And as you're ready, you'll come on up again. Either bridge, supported, or strengthening, you choose. The big toe, the pinky toe side of the both feet, the heel. Kind of bring your awareness down into the feet. You just kind of filter the awareness and like really feel into the soles of the feet, backs of the shoulders, back of the head, your breath, your strength. That little boy that I was talking about, like your muscles, your strength. Feel and acknowledge that in yourself right here. And then slowly release. And you'll bring your hips to the floor and then bring the feet together, knees apart, Baddha Konasana at the earth. And if that's not comfortable, you'll take constructive rest instead, knees together, feet apart. So those are two options. Either reclined butterfly or constructive rest. And just slow, deep breathing here all the way down into the low belly. Gently draw the knees together and you'll bring them up onto your chest. And then you can hold a knee in each hand and take some frog circles, circling the knees away from each other, or happy baby, holding the edges of the feet and bringing the knees towards the outer ribs. So happy baby or frog circles. The tippy happy baby. Good. Feeling into the connection of the hips and lower back and the ribs and your breathing. One set of abdominal strengtheners today. So draw the knees together up at your on your chest, and then bring the knees to 90 degrees. So knees right above the hips, and then shins a little bit higher than parallel to the floor. So lift the feet a little bit. And then I just want you to like bring your hands to your low ribs or to your abdomen here. And you want to like deliberately pull the rib cage towards the mat by contracting the muscles in the core. We're just going to hold. It's isometric, hold. And if you can, you even try to scoop the tailbone up a tiny bit, but not so high that you can't hold that. So rib cage down, tailbone up, hands on the abdomen. If you lose that connection, just begin again. If you want more, you probably don't need it, but if you want more, hands to the thighs and you press and resist. Okay, so deep connection to low abdominal muscles. Rib cage, do you feel it? Good. Rib cage down. Squeeze and tighten this called the transverse abdominis. Tailbone up. Hold for 5, 4. Just hold and breathe. 3. If you want more, press into the thighs and resist. 2. And 1. Let it go. You can hug the knees in or set the feet down. We're going to do one more of those. I just want you to take a break. Let the belly be soft and easy. Feel the difference. Okay, so we'll do one more. It can be exactly the same, or I'll show you an add-on. So hug the knees into the chest. Bring the knees forward so they're right above the hips. Lift the shins a little higher than parallel to the floor. And then maybe squeeze the knees and ankles together. That'll give you a little bit more. And then pull the rib cage down to the mat. Seal the rib cage to the mat, tailbone to the sky a tiny bit. And then if you want more, hands behind the head, and you'll pulse up with the upper body. Just small pulses. Small pulses, not trying to lead, with the chin, not leading with the head. It's the shoulder blades curling up, lowering down. Squeeze the knees and ankles together if you can. Rib cage down, tailbone up. Last 5. You don't need a lot of these to really feel them. 4. Shoulder blades higher. Hold the belly firm. Don't let it ever soften. 2. And 1. Lower down. Feet to the floor. Feet wide apart. And you might windshield wipe the knees right to left. Soft belly or constructive rest, knees together, just being still. Did everybody feel those?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Sometimes I like hot flash. Yeah, hot flash. Sometimes I like the movement and the, like that. And sometimes just holding is like even more profound. Deep. Teaches, it's a teaching moment. All right, so here you'll come into either reclined pigeon or you can rock forward and back into half pigeon. Those were the 2 of the football players I used to teach. Good, so reclined pigeon or half pigeon. Nice and easy, just feeling into your hips. Allow your head to be supported so you can relax the muscles in the neck and jaw and face. Gently switch to the other leg. In your time, giving your wrists a break if you need, arms a break. Efforting as little as possible here. I mean, there's some effort, but trying to effort less. Effort less in order to open and soften more. There you can gently release and maybe take hips on a block or a final happy baby or a twist if you'd like a twist. Yeah. See what your body might be craving. Twisted one way, go to the other side. If your hips are on a block, just stay, breathe. Any finishing pose. Anything you need. And to make your way towards Shavasana. If you want to stay with your hips on a block, if that feels good, legs up, you can. Or if it's not comfortable to lay on your back, you can lay on your side or use props or whatever you need. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Start to move your fingers and toes and stretch any way that you want. And then gently roll to a comfortable side. And when you feel up for it, come on up to seated. And let your eyes gently close. Just returning to how we began our practice today. And I love to notice after practice the quality of my energy, just how I feel, the quality of my breath and thoughts, acknowledging and recognizing it so I can carry it through my day. Bring your hands to your heart center, palms touch, and then lift your thumbs to your forehead center. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so much. Have a great.
Thank you.
Yep. Oh. Nice. Hi, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny.
Have a
Good.
great- Have a great week.
You too. Bye.